US inflation hits 7.91% and how this affects crypto holders. Kevin O'Reilly from US TV show Shark Tank reveals that 20% of his investment portfolio is in crypto. A new report claims that Mexican drug cartels are increasingly using Bitcoin. Ripple scores a big win against SEC in a surprising turn of events in the ongoing court battle, and eBay displays digital wallets that could mean a foray into accepting crypto payments. These are some of the hot topics in today's episode of Crypto Corner. Let's get started. Alright, welcome to Crypto Corner everyone. This is the video podcast that brings you all the latest news, reviews and market analysis that helps you navigate safely in the cryptoverse. Now let's take a look at some of the top headlines of today. Bitcoin continues to be traded between 38,000 and 41,000 as inflation in United States hit 7.91%. This really shows how the monetary policy aimed at helping people and companies go through the quarantines ended up creating many other problems in the economy, as we knew. Nowadays, we see the price of every single product move higher, with energy being one of the most affected industries. It is also worth taking into consideration that the Russian invasion of Ukraine has also had a strong impact on the price of gas and energy. Bitcoin is considered to be a hedge against inflation, and in the long run, it has proven to be a great store of value. However, we can expect more volatility in the coming week, as the Federal Reserve is meeting on the 15th and 16th of March to discuss inflation rates and, more importantly, interest rates. It is expected that interest rates could be raised once again, and this is usually causing a short-term drop in Bitcoin price. This, however, will be short-lived, I expect, and it will present some great swing trade opportunities. Bitcoin can drop below the current support of 38,000, it can go to 36 or even 35,000, but I expect that it will recover soon after that. This could be a very short-term dump, followed by another quick pump, something that we saw last week as well. There is very low liquidity on exchanges right now, as we saw a lot of volume being moved from exchanges into hard wallets, thus making it easier for market manipulations to cause these big price swings that we witnessed for the last few weeks. If you are trading short term, this will be the time to play the markets, but for long-term investors, this wouldn't really matter at all. If anything, it can present a great accumulation window that I personally will take advantage of. In other news, Shark Tank star and serial investor Kevin O'Leary, in an interview with CNBC on Friday, said that a fifth of his investment holdings are in the blockchain industry, with major investments diversified mainly in crypto tokens, currencies, and companies. This is great for boosting the confidence in crypto, as he is a celebrity in a way, and many investors look up to him. Here is what he said.
I don't know where you are on crypto. You were so negative for a while and just definitive, like you always are. You may know nothing, but you're never in doubt. But you were so negative. Then you got totally positive. Do you own Bitcoin now? Kevin, what's your position in crypto right now? You do. Have you sold major parts of it? You have a lot of it, or as much?
No. Look, Bitcoin is not a coin, Joe. It's simply software. Ethereum is software. If you own, HBAR software. If you own Microsoft, if you own Google, why don't you own Bitcoin? It's all software. It's productivity software.
You own one Bitcoin? Do you have a real position in it? Because you're a wealthy guy.
I have millions of dollars. 20% of my portfolio is now in cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
So there you have it. Alright, now moving on to the next big headline. According to a recent report, some of the notorious Mexican drug cartels are increasingly using Bitcoin for their illicit operations. This type of headlines actually are bringing more negative sentiment toward crypto in the mainstream. And despite their various merits and numerous proponents, cryptocurrencies still have a lot of opponents too. Those often claim that criminals use Bitcoin and altcoins in illegal activities such as drug trafficking, money laundering, terror financing, and more. In its most recent report, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime revealed that digital assets had become an attractive financial tool for some Mexican and Colombian cartels. This is in addition to North Korea, Russia and other dictatorial regimes reportedly using hacking tactics and ransomware to steal crypto due to its censorship-resistant nature. And this particular report suggested that both Mexican and Colombian organized criminal groups are increasing their use of virtual currency because of the anonymity and speed of transactions. It is worth noting, though, that Bitcoin's blockchain is entirely transparent and all transactions are recorded on the digital ledger, which is publicly verifiable and traceable. As such, they can be seen by anyone with access to the internet, and once a wallet address is linked to a specific person or entity, it is very easy to track and figure out all of their money movements, which is why privacy coins are more useful for these illicit operations than Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is the one that is always being cited. Alright, moving on to the next big story. Yesterday, Ripple clinched yet another significant win as the United States District Judge rejected the SEC's motion to strike out Ripple's fair notice defense. The SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, filed a motion last April to strike out Ripple's make it or break it fair notice defense, which sought to have the court compel the SEC to avail some information through a discovery order and prove that the agency provided Ripple with fair notice that its distributions of XRP since 2013 would be prohibited under the securities law. Ripple's request, if approved, would seek to prove that SEC had been privy to what now it claims to be a regulatory smudge last April. The court found on Friday that the SEC had failed to persuade it on the matter of striking out Ripple's fair notice of affirmative defense by failing to cite case laws where that had been done at the pleadings stage. Furthermore, the agency failed to show that it will suffer undue prejudice as a result of the continuation of Ripple's fair notice defense. In that event, the court was also convinced that the SEC was on a mission to apply delay tactics by increasing the time, expense, and complexity before the matter could move to full trial, hence the decision to deny SEC's motion. This is seen as another positive turn of events for Ripple's case against the SEC, and the price of XRP pumped by more than 10-15% actually in the last 24 hours. This is not quite a win for Ripple yet. The case continues, so I expect that the price will pull back very soon, and I actually use this pump to exit my XRP positions. I will jump back in as I see the price drop to support levels again. Most likely that will be next week. And lastly, eBay displays digital wallets that could mean a foray into accepting crypto payments. This is the headline by zCrypto. This is actually a topic that I already discussed a few episodes ago. By the look of it, eBay is preparing to start adding crypto as a payment method for its millions of users. The company disclosed that the wallet will be launched in Q2 of 2022, and it's packed with a ton of features for the users. We see incredibly compelling growth potential in this market and believe it is our opportunity to win by sharpening our focus and continuing to create value through a tech-led reimagination of eBay, said Jamie Iannone, eBay's CEO. The company hopes that revenue will increase by 5% or 6% in the coming year after the launch of the digital wallet. Institutional adoption for cryptocurrencies is on the rise. Digital payment processor Stripe recently launched a range of products for crypto businesses, and last year Twitter launched a Bitcoin tipping service, and this year it also launched an NFT verification service for users. Reports suggest that Instagram and Facebook are also considering the idea of an NFT platform. Some experts believe that institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies is still at the earliest stages despite the avalanche of hedge funds getting involved. There are institutions that are still holding back from taking the plunge because of the lack of regulatory clarity. But President Joe Biden's executive order on cryptocurrencies from just a few days ago is widely thought to offer a much needed clarity for investors and will boost the confidence in this asset class, thus opening the doors for more institutional investments to flow into crypto. This episode of Crypto Corner is sponsored by Bityard, an exchange that I have been using for well over a year already. They operate in 150 countries with licenses in USA, Estonia and Singapore, and provide spot and leveraged trading on numerous assets. Not only they have loads of cryptocurrencies, including some of the newest coins to hit the market, but also derivatives such as crude oil, precious metals, gold, silver and more, stocks such as Nasdaq and MiniDAO, and they offer up to 100x leverage on many of these markets. What I find very useful is that on spot trading they separate cryptocurrencies in groups like DeFi tokens or proof of stake tokens or tokens from the Grayscale Trust portfolio or Binance Smart Chain tokens and so on. This makes it easier when I want to focus only on a specific category of tokens, and they keep adding more and more assets. They have tripled the list of supported coins since I started using this exchange, so there's a much better choice already. In terms of security, they keep the majority of their funds in cold storage with only a smaller portion in hot wallets that are used to pay withdrawals, and all withdrawals are manually approved during working hours only, so there's less risk of violations or exploits. They offer a copy trading service, so users that aren't very experienced can take advantage of those who are more skilled and make profits by copying their trades in an automated and uncomplicated way. You can go through the stats for each trader and choose what amount to allocate to them, and you can choose multiple traders to copy at the same time. You can use it on a desktop or mobile. Their app is on both Android and iOS, so it's easy to use it on the go as well. As I said, I've been using this exchange a lot throughout the past year, and the customer service team is very responsive, unlike many other exchanges where I've had to wait for days and weeks sometimes to get any response. Bityard has a live chat service, so you can find assistance pretty fast. They also offer up to $258 in various bonuses for new users, so grab the invite link from the description below to register and find out more.